The Archdiocese of Baltimore has started initiatives directed primarily at the inner city.
Our mission is accompaniment, and what that means is we really want to give Christ a home and remain with him.
Source of All Hope officially launched in August 2019. It is focused on ministering to homeless men and women. The Archdiocese of Baltimore is also behind the first school in years to be built in Baltimore's inner city. Mother Lange School in West Baltimore is set to open in September. Joining us now is Archbishop William Lori, head of the Archdiocese of Baltimore. Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. We understand Mother Lange School is the first new Catholic school to be built in Baltimore in 60 years. That's so exciting. Before we talk about the school, though, can you tell us a little bit more about Mother Mary Lange?
Well, Mother Mary Lange came to Baltimore from the Caribbean before the Civil War. She's a woman of color, and she began to educate women of color in the city of Baltimore prior to the Civil War. So in every sense, a pioneer educator, a pioneer Catholic educator. But she also went on to found the Oblate Sisters of Providence, which is the only African-American congregation of religious women, which is happily headquartered here in the Archdiocese of Baltimore, but which is spread out through the Middle Atlantic and the South. So Mother Lange is also on the road to sainthood, and we earnestly pray that she will be declared blessed and then a saint in the near future.
Yeah, and can you also talk to us, why exactly the school was built and who plans to go there?
The Archdiocese of Baltimore has always been very dedicated to educating the young people who live within the city, particularly in the underserved neighborhoods. And we've always had a series of what we call community schools. It's been difficult. It's a challenge to sustain those schools. But a decision was made a few years ago to build a brand new school, to close two schools that were in inappropriate facilities, and to build a brand new, beautiful 21st century school on the west side of Baltimore that could accommodate even more children than we were serving before. And so over the past few years, we raised about $27 million. And lo and behold, the dream came true. We got the keys to our new building a few weeks ago. And I must say, it is a truly beautiful school. It is a way of saying that the lives of the young people that we are privileged to serve truly matter. And we will give these young people a truly great education and the possibility for success in every sense of the word in their future lives.
So exciting. And as you know, it was a national story when the Institute of Notre Dame, one of the oldest Catholic girls' schools in Baltimore, closed for good last year. Do you see Mother Lange School as sort of a renewed sign of hope for Catholic schools?
Our Catholic schools in general throughout the Archdiocese of Baltimore, which is the city of Baltimore and 9 counties of Maryland, have actually been doing well. We've had to close some schools over time because of shifting populations, changes in demography, the need to have better facilities and things of that nature. But I would say that the opening of the Mother Lange School is a sign of hope. It's meant to be an expression of our commitment to Catholic education and to the city of Baltimore and to its residents. It's a way of saying we are here to stay.
Well, yesterday we reported that next week marks 200 years for the Baltimore Basilica. Would you mind talking about the significance of the first U.S. Cathedral?
The cathedral, the Basilica of the Assumption, was established shortly after the Diocese of Baltimore was established. That was in 1789. John Carroll laid the cornerstone for the Basilica in 1806. And it really is the mother church of the Catholic Church in the United States. It's the original cathedral. It stands, as St. John Paul II said, as a symbol of religious liberty. It is a building that was designed by Benjamin Henry Latrobe, the architect of the Capitol, and it reflects a deep, beautiful Catholicism and at the same time the spirit of the new republic. Through the years, it has been the scene of much church history. The provincial councils of Baltimore, all seven of them took place within the Basilica, and the 3 plenary councils of Baltimore as well. And I think to this day, more bishops have been consecrated in the Basilica than in any other cathedral in the United States. So in every sense, it is the mother church of the Catholic Church in the United States. And I'm happy to say that it is a very active, young, mission-driven parish in the heart of Baltimore City to this very day.
Well, Your Excellency, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. We're grateful. Archbishop William Lori, head of the Archdiocese of Baltimore. Thank you again.
Most welcome.